Good morning, children. So yesterday's class we discussed about permutations, isn't it? Permutations means arrangements. So this class we are going to learn about combinations. Combinations means selections. Combination means selection. Okay. So suppose we have 5 objects. Suppose you have 5 students. For a competition, I want to select 3 students from the 5. So out of 5, we are going to select 3. Is it clear? Suppose we want to set a cricket team for our school. So in a cricket team, how many players should be there? How many players are needed for a cricket team? Yes, Aman, how many players are needed? Yes? Pranav?
I don't know.
No. Find out and come. Okay, tomorrow I'll be asking the same questions. Find out. Okay, how many players are needed? Suppose I want to select 11 players. Okay, I'm giving a rough idea. You find out and come. Suppose I'm selecting 11 players. I want to set a cricket team with 11 players. So from the school, suppose the school in school we have suppose from 11th and 12th boys. Suppose the total strength is 40. I can't select all the 40, isn't it? From this 40, I have to select whether how many of them will be playing well. Among them, I have to select the 11. So from 40 students, we have to select 11. So combination means it deals with the selection. Combination means it deals with selection. Okay, permutation means arrangement. Combination means it is selection. Okay, note it down. So combination means selection. Okay, so suppose we want to select R objects. To select R objects out of N objects. R objects out of N objects. Out of N, I'm going to select R. Okay, to select R objects out of N objects, we denote this as, look at this children, NCR. What is the formula we use here? NCR. At times, okay, NCR. It is defined as N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. NCR is defined as N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. Okay. So suppose we select R objects out of N objects, it is given by NCR. And how NCR is defined? NCR is defined as N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. Okay, it is defined as N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. Okay, so in general, listen children, what NCR is, look, what is N factorial by N minus R factorial? What is N factorial by N minus R factorial? Which is NPR by R factorial. NPR by R factorial. NCR is defined as NPR by R factorial. NCR is NPR by R factorial. This is a relation between NCR and NPR. This gives the relation between NPR and NCR. Okay, so write the next heading as notes. Write this note. What is the formula we have learned for NCR? First one, NCR is defined as N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. Second one, what is the relation between NCR and NPR? The relation between NCR and NPR is NCR is equal to NPR by R factorial. NCR is equal to NPR by R factorial. Now, third one. Find out what is NCN. Find out what is NCN. Calculate and tell me what is the value of NCN. It's n factorial by n factorial into n minus n factorial. So n factorial cancel. We get 1 by 0 factorial. What is 0 factorial? It is 1. So we get NCN is equal to 1. NCN is 1. Find out what is NC1. Find out what is NC1. What will be NC1? It is n factorial by 1 factorial into n minus 1 factorial. N factorial by 1 factorial into n minus 1 factorial. So now look at this. Among these two factorials, which is bigger? Whether n or n minus 1, which is bigger?
N.
N. So bigger can be expressed in terms of smallest. So we can write this as n into n minus 1 factorial by n minus 1 factorial. So these two will get cancelled. These two will get cancelled. So we get NC1 is equal to n. NC1 is equal to n. Fifth one. What is NCN minus 1? What is NCN minus 1? What is NCN minus 1? N factorial by n minus 1 factorial into n minus of n minus 1, isn't it? N minus r. In the place of r, we have n minus 1. So n factorial by r factorial into n minus 1. N minus n minus 1. So now if you simplify this, it will become n factorial by n minus 1 factorial. When you open the bracket, n minus n plus 1. So it is 1 factorial. So it is n factorial by n minus 1 factorial into 1 factorial. N factorial by n minus 1 factorial into 1 factorial. Now look at this. We have n factorial and n minus 1 factorial. Okay, we have n factorial by n minus 1 factorial. Now which is bigger? N factorial is bigger. So the bigger one can be written as smaller one, isn't it? In terms of smaller one, we can write. So it is n factorial is n minus 1 factorial by. So now these two will get cancelled. So and we get NC n minus 1. NC n minus 1 is equal to n. So we get NC n minus 1 is equal to n. Is it okay, children? So we have learned some formulas. All these formulas you have to learn thoroughly. What is the definition of NCR? Akshay, how will you define NCR?
N factorial by R factorial into n minus R factorial.
Very good. Vinay, relation between the permutation and combination. Relation between the permutation and combination.
NPR by R factorial.
Very good. NCR is NPR by R factorial. Next, Abdul Aman. NC1. Aman?
N.
N. Pranav, NC0.
N.
Then, what is NCN? NCN
One.
is 1. What about NC0? Write the next one. Sixth one, I think that one we didn't calculate, isn't it? Write this one. NC0. By definition, it will be n factorial by 0 factorial into n minus 0 factorial. N factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So we get n factorial by 0 factorial into n factorial. So these two will get cancelled. So we get NC0 as 1. NC0 will be 1. So combination deals with selections. Okay, it deals with selection. And the seventh one, the seventh property we are going to learn is very important property. NCP is equal to NCQ. Listen, children. Suppose the combination values are same. Suppose NCP is NCQ. Look at here, total number of objects are same. But the selection, here we select P objects, here we select Q. But the values are same. So NCP is equal to NCQ implies either P is equal to Q, either P is equal to Q, or P plus Q is equal to N. Either P plus Q, either P is equal to Q or P plus Q is equal to N. Okay. Okay, children, is it okay? The seventh property is very important. NCP is equal to NCQ implies either P is equal to Q or P plus Q is equal to N. When we add this P plus Q, it should be equal to N. Then eighth property. Eighth one is also an important one. NCR will be equal to NCN minus R. NCR will be equal to NCN minus R. NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Okay, that is the eighth property. Is it okay? Okay, seventh one is NCP is equal to NCQ. It implies either P plus Q is equal to N, either P plus Q is equal to N or P must be equal to Q. And the next one is NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Okay, so Krishna Kanti, so read all the properties we have wrote from the beginning. Krishna Kanti? Yes.
Ma'am, NCR is equal to n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Relation between NCR and NPR is NCR is equal to NPR by r factorial. NCN is 1. NC1 is n. NCN minus 1 is n. NC0 is 1. Then NCP is equal to NCQ is either P is equal to Q or P plus Q is equal to N. NCR is equal to NCN minus R.
NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Okay. Okay. Shall we do the problems? Okay. Shall we do problems based on this? Write the question. Evaluate the following. Evaluate the following. First one, 12C2. 12C2. How to do this 12C2? By definition, it is 12 factorial by 2 factorial into 12 minus 2 factorial. 12 factorial by 2 factorial into 12 minus 2 factorial. So we get this as 12 factorial by 2 factorial into 10 factorial. 12 factorial by 2 factorial into 10 factorial. Now look at this, children. When you compare these two numbers, okay, look at these two numbers, 10 and 12 is there. Okay, which is bigger? Which one is bigger? Which one is bigger, Vinay?
12.
12. How we can write 12 factorial? 12 factorial, we can write this as 10 factorial into 11 into
2. 12.
12 by 2 factorial into 10 factorial. So these two will get cancelled. 2 factorial if you cancel the 6. So answer is 66 ways. Okay, 66. So 12C2 is 66. Okay, we apply the definition. We express the bigger number. We express the bigger number in terms of smaller number. We express the bigger number in terms of smaller number. And then we calculate. Okay, suppose the question is 12, evaluate 12C3. How will you do this? By applying the definition, Pavitra, tell me how will you evaluate 12C3? Pavitra, what is 12C3?
12 factorial by 3 factorial into 12 minus 3 factorial.
Into 12 minus 3 factorial, isn't it? So 12 factorial by 3 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3 into 12 minus 3 means it is 9 factorial. This 9 factorial. Now what we have to do? The bigger one should be expressed in terms of smaller one. Bigger one should be expressed in terms of smaller one. So what about 12 factorial? 12 factorial, we can write this as 9 factorial into 10 into 11 into 12 by 3 to 1 into 2 into 3 into 9 factorial. So these two will get cancelled. 3 and 2, 6 will become 2. So we'll get 10 into 11 into 2. So 20 into 11. So answer is 220. Is it correct? Check your answer, children. Check this. So 12C3 is 220. C3 is 220. Okay. Now, okay. Is it okay? So this is how we calculate the combination using the formula. But in permutation also, we did another method, isn't it? How we calculated 12P2. Actually, the definition for permutation is 12P2 means we write 12 factorial by 12 minus 2 factorial. But we did that in an easy way, isn't it? What is the easy way? Instead of writing the definition, how we calculated 12P2? How we wrote while doing problems and all? I gave one easy method. Not instead of writing this full step, you can do it by another way. What is that method? Yes, open the notebook and find out. Tell me. Yes, Pranav. Can you give the answer?
12 into 11.
12 into 11. Very good. Very good. Okay. Good. So 12P2, we can write it as 12 into 11, isn't it? P, permutation. So in permutation, suppose it is 12P2, we write this as 12 into 11. 12 onwards, 2 numbers. Same way for combination. For combination, we can do the same way. Instead of writing the definition while doing problems, we can do like this. 12C2 is 12 into 11 by 1 into 2. 12 onwards, we have tried 2 numbers by, if the denominator is 2, we'll write 1 into 2. Now, okay, now we have simplified this. So we'll get 66. How will you calculate 12C3? We can write this as 12 into 12 onwards. We have tried 3 numbers. 12 into 11 into 10 by 1 into 2 into 3. So 6 is 2. So 22 into 10, which is 220. So while doing problems, this is the method we use. 12C3 means we are writing 12 onwards, the 3 numbers, 12 into 11 into 10. In decreasing order, we write by 1 into 2 into 3. Is it okay? Is it clear, Krishna Gandhi? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In permutation, we will not be writing the denominator. In combination, we have tried the denominator also. Okay. Okay, you copied up to this, Akshay, Abdul Aman?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, look at the next one. 100C98. 100C98. How to do this? 100C98. So 100 onwards, we can be write 98 numbers. 100 into like that. Is it possible? No, isn't it? In this case, whenever look at here, whenever the R value is greater than half of N. What is N value here? 100. R is 98. So what is half of N? 50. Whenever R exceeds half of N, we can use the formula NCR is equal to NCN minus R. We can use the formula NCR is equal to NCN minus R. So why we use this formula? To make the calculation simple. Otherwise, we have to write all the numbers. Okay, okay, imagine if you write all like this 100 into 99 into 98 like this up to 98 numbers means it will become a lengthy one, isn't it? Instead of that, what we can do? We have one property. NCR is NCN minus R. We can use the property. Using that property, we can make the calculation simple. So how we can write this? Instead of calculating 100C8, this is same as, we know that it is same as 100C 100 minus 98. So which is same as 100C2. Which is same as 100C2. Now how to calculate 100C2? 100 onwards, you write 2 numbers. 100 into 99 by 1 into 2. Now you simplify, you'll get the answer. Okay. After this, try these questions. Try this one. Yes. Tell me, Vinay, how will you calculate 50C47?
50C,
Hmm.
50 minus 47.
Yes, 50C, 50 minus 47. So that is same as 50C3.
53.
So that is equivalent to
50 into 49 into 14 by 1 into 2 into 3.
Very good. Why 1 into 2 into 3? So 3 2s are 6. We can cancel it. So 50 into 49 into 8. 50 into, that is equivalent to 50 into 49 into 8. So you simplify and find the answer. Okay. What is the answer? Krishna Kandi, what is the answer?
19,600.
19,600. Okay. Then I'm going to, okay. I'm going to give some questions. Calculate it and give me the answer. Okay. Write this question. Evaluate the following. So use all the properties till now what we have discussed. Using the properties, evaluate. Okay. Don't go on simplifying. Okay. What you have to do, if you have something as common means take it as common, simplify and give the answer. Write this question. Evaluate. First one, 12C5. Second one, 10C8. Third one, 10C7 plus 10C6. Fourth one, 15C8 plus 15C8 plus 15C9 minus 15C6 minus 15C7. Okay, so now it's 4. Okay, do it and give me the answer. Over? Is it over? Shall we discuss the answer? Is it over? Pranav, finish? Which one you are solving?
Third one.
Third one. Okay. Vinay?
Third one.
Third one. Okay. Then I'll give 1 more minute. Okay. Finish it fast. Use the properties. Okay, we have learned some properties. Try to use the properties so that we can do the calculation easily. Pavitra, finished? Pavitra? Solved all the 4?
No, ma'am.
No. See, when we practice it, we have to do in such a way. 1 question, 1 minute, because these are all simple 1 mark questions. Okay, okay, children, I'll mark your attendance. Yes, yes, children, we can discuss the answer. Look at the answer. Listen. What is the answer? How will you do? How will you do this 12C5? How will you solve it? What is 12C5? Whether we have to use the formula 12C, 12 minus 5. The question is 12C5, isn't it? Whether we have to use the formula NCR is NCN minus R. No, isn't it? In which case we have to use that formula? In which case you have to use the formula NCR is equal to NC minus R? If R is more than and R is greater than N by 2. Here look at R value 5. It is less than N by 2. It is less than half of 12. So we can do it by the usual way. What is the method? Yes. Pranav, give the answer.
792.
792.
92.
Is it correct? Krishna Gandhi, you have to write 12 onwards, 10 numbers, 5 numbers. 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So 4 3s are, you can cancel 12. 5 2s are 10. So 11 into 98, 9 into 8. And so is it 792? Pavitra? Is it correct, Pavitra? Now look at, okay. Now look at the next one, 10C8. 10C8. 10C8, how will you solve this, Akshay? 10C8. 10?
9, 8.
It is same as 10C2, isn't it? So 10 onwards, you have tried two numbers, 10 into 9 by 1 into 2. So if you simplify this, this is 45. Look at the next one. Look at the next one. 10C7 and 10C6. 10C7 will be same as 10C3. And what about 10C6? It is same as 10C4. Now, how will you evaluate 10C3? 10 onwards, you have tried the three numbers. So 10 into 9 into 8 by 1 into 2 into 3 plus 10C4. 10 onwards, four numbers. 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Now, from these two terms, these two terms, we can take 10 into 9 into 8 by 1 into 2 into 3 as common. Okay. I'm doing this so that the calculation will become easy. 1 plus 7 by 4. Is it okay? Now here, 2 if you cancel, this is 5. 3 if you cancel 3, it is 15 into 8 to 4 plus 7 by 4. Again, if you cancel, this is 2. So 30 into 11. Is it correct? Is it correct? What is the final answer?
330.
330. Instead of doing this, you can take the common thing out and you can do the calculation easily. Now look at the next one. 15C8 plus 15C9. What is the final answer? Krishna Gandhi, what is the answer?
0.
0. Here no need to evaluate, isn't it? 15C8 will be same as minus. Okay, so 15C8 we can write this as 15C7. 15C9 we can write this as 15C6. Let these two things be as such. So now these two will get cancelled, these two will get cancelled, it will be 0. No need to evaluate the whole thing. Okay? Is it clear, children? Is it okay? So in the next class, Saturday's class, prepare for the test paper. Saturday, I'll be taking a test paper in relations and functions. After that, we'll be having the class. So learn well and come. Thank you. Thank you.